Hi and welcome to today's reading. Today's reading is a collective reading. All of my readings are timeless. So whenever you've stumbled across this reading, you were meant to find it. There may be messages in it for you. It could be past, present, or future energy that I'm picking up on. Please take it as it resonates. So I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I receive messages prior to the reading. Once I have collated those messages that I've been receiving, I will come and use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify the message. I am also in Illustrator, so all of the decks that I use on my channel are my own hand illustrated designs. If you are called to any of those, the links to them can be found in the description box. So I'm going to start first with the messages that I have been receiving and a fairly physical message that I got yesterday. I was taking out my garbage bags, taking out my rubbish, and when I walked into my garage, I tripped and lost my footing and ended up head first into the side of a, funnily enough, IKEA bookcase and one of the Billy bookcases. And I really hit the top of my head really hard. The last few weeks I have been really struggling to sleep. I've been waking up all hours of the night. And so when this happened last night, I waited obviously to make sure that I didn't have a concussion, but I decided to go to bed early. I had some chamomile tea and I went to bed early, and I had the best night's sleep that I have had in a very long time. So what I'm picking up on here, and more because when I text one of my kids to tell them what happened, I jokingly said, I wonder if, like when Harriet Tubman got hit in the head, she had these revelations that came from God. I wonder if I'm going to have a Harriet Tubman moment. But what I'm picking up on here is that something's happened in your life, or something is about to happen in your life, where the light bulb is going to come on. It's got something to do with your North Node. When I was shuffling cards, I do a pre-shuffle prior to the reading. I got the Tower card, which is, for me, I've had Panadol again this morning. I think I've jarred all my back. Something shocking that's happening now. The Tower card is Mars. I got the North Node in the 8th house. Time to break out of that cozy bubble, wave goodbye to the familiar and dive deep into forging strong bonds with yourself and your soul tribe. Something is happening here that is illuminating you, giving you messages. If I think about Harriet Tubman, as I said, once she had that strike to the head, she started receiving messages. Now, people with epilepsy, neurological disorders, often receive messages because of the medical condition that they have. If you think of Moses, he was struck to the head and started receiving messages from God. If you look at Joan of Arc, she was deemed to have epilepsy. She was receiving messages. Something shocking is going to happen. Now, I'm not saying you're going to, get a medical condition, but something is going to put you in almost spiritual timeout, and I'm seeing the Four of Swords, in order for you to have a revelation. Now that brings me to these cards. 44, these are my angel oracle cards. 44 is protection. So whatever happens, you are protected. Yihalia, success. Now, this particular card is protection from magistrates. Might be something legal that's happening in your life. It's also a card of travel, and it's also a card of somebody that is known, somebody that is known of, whether it's in your local community or on a bigger scale. This particular card, number 44, this angel, is the soul guardian for people born between 2:20 p.m. and 2:40 p.m. The moral guardian for people born the 2nd of May, the 13th of July, the 23rd of September, the 4th of December, or the 14th of February. And is the physical guardian of people born between the 21st and the 25th of October. So 4-4 is protection. Maybe this information that's coming through to you, and I'm thinking, you know, Archangel Michael's sword of truth. This truth that's coming through to you is in regards to something about your public image and something legal. Now, and that's confirmation, because that's one of my appliances beeping. Number 17, Alavia, prophetic dreams and lover of the arts. Prophetic dreams is information coming through. Gabriel is also a messenger. Now, 17, this particular angel, lover of the arts. So that's lover of poetry, music, literature, philosophy. Maybe you're getting a revelation through something like me. That knock on their head forced me to go to bed early. Something happens, you know, maybe you've got an injury or something like that. You're getting a spiritual timeout because you've been too busy to stop and listen. And I think listen and silent are spelled using the same letters. You need to be in silence to get this information. And so I think, you know, maybe in a kind way, God did something so that I would trip last night, so that I would just go to bed early, so that I could get that information. A forced timeout, a forced spiritual timeout. Now, this particular angel, number 17, so as I said, revelations in dreams, is the sole guardian of people born from 5:20 to 5:40 a.m. The moral guardian of people born the 5th of April, the 16th of June, the 27th of August, the 7th of November, and the 18th of January. And the physical guardian of those born the 8th to the 12th of June. Now, all of those dates that I called out may not be when you are born, but they may have relevance to that revelation that's coming through, that information that's coming through. Now, as I said, I do a pre-shuffle and some cards want to reveal themselves. Full moon in Capricorn. Get ready, the finish line of a tough ride is in sight. And finally, I'm going to use one of my activation cards. So these particular cards are from large format paintings, large format sketches that I did last year during the 8/8 portal. This year is the 8/8/8 portal. I don't think that that's happened since 2015. So there may be something significant in 2015 because this card, number 44, is the High Priestess. That's information coming to you. This card, number 17, now I know it's the Star, if you think in normal tarot, but in a lot of angel decks, number 17 is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the Sun in Gemini. So the Sun illuminating things, a revelation that's coming through to you that then opens up the choices that you have. Gemini is the choice card. Gemini is communication. So these particular cards, and there are 8 of them in this deck, are part of a series of activation cards. So prior to this reading, I sat and I meditated on this card in relation to the messages that were coming through. And it was amazing what came through. So I got a match and a light bulb. The light bulb has come on. A truth is coming out. I heard the words broken contract and breaking the chains. As I was meditating on this card, the neighbours behind me, they're doing something. They're breaking up concrete, maybe some concrete paving area in their yard, but they're using a jackhammer. breaking the chains, jackhammer. And when you look at that card, it is literally chain links. Some chains are being broken, and it might be mental chains or it could be physical chains. I got the words fragile, handle with care. And I also got the word Saturn. Part of a karmic lesson that you are being unchained from. Look at that, look at those chains. Something, look at all, I mean, literally this was hand drawn, but in a big format and then brought down onto these cards. The backs of the cards, it says Angel of Light, Angel of Freedom in Arabic. You may have got information coming through to you through a different source. Obviously, I'm speaking English, but it's in Arabic. Some sort of prophetic revelation that's come through to you in an obscure way. But if you think about it, the Angel of Light and the Angel of Freedom, if you look at Harriet Tubman, that information that came through to her because she took a knock to the head, gave her the information that she needed to free herself and free her people. Very, very similar to Moses. A knock on the head allowed a communication, almost a communication tunnel, a portal. Perhaps people have been trying to, your guides, your angels, your ancestors have been trying to communicate with you, but you've been so busy, or maybe this is all new to you, and it takes a spiritual time out to get that message through. Right, I'm going to pop these cards. I'm going to pop them up here because I want to be able to reflect on them as I go. Okay, let's pull some cards. I'm seeing the moon, something that's hidden. Four of Cups. I think you've unknowingly been getting information, been getting signs, been getting synchronicities. The original drawing of the Four of Cups is a man who's being offered a cup from God, but he's got his hands folded and he's turning it away. Sometimes because he doesn't want it, sometimes because he doesn't understand it. Four of Cups is Moon in Cancer. I just said I was seeing the Moon card. The Moon is what's hidden. Cancer is a fast-moving energy. If you think of Cancer, you think of the Chariot. Information coming forward, but it's hidden. And it's taken a spiritual, a knock to the head, a spiritual pause, a spiritual time out for you to stop, that listen and silent, for you to stop and get that information. We've got 17, the star. We had 17 up here. Revelations in dreams. Now that particular card is the 10 of Swords. This one is the star. The star is Aquarius and Uranus. Uranus is earthquakes. But if you think of the Tower, something's happened. A spiritual earthquake. Something has happened. Something disastrous has happened. If you think of Harriet Tubman, you know, that hit to the head. Disastrous. But what actually comes from it is information. 10 of Cups. If we go back to this North Node, information about where you should be headed, or information about maybe something's doing, maybe somebody in your energy has been, if I look at that, those words that came through, broken contract and breaking the chains. The 10 of Cups is ultimate happiness. husband, wife, partner, babies. But a tower's come down on it. You've been enlightened to something. If you think about a marriage, that's enlightened to something within your marriage. Broken contract. Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups. Two birds here, two birds here. Six of Cups is something coming back from the past. Enlightened to information from the past is now resurfacing, or is now surfacing through this revelation that you're having. That was the other thing I was hearing, revelation. Revelation is Mercury. Messages coming through. Six of Cups is the sun in Scorpio. The sun illuminates things. And when you think about Scorpio, Scorpio is death and rebirth. Five of Cups is Mars in Scorpio. The Tower is Mars. Information that's coming through to you about some sort of situation that you've been in. Mars in Scorpio, that allows you to bring this tower down and rebuild because of information that you now have received that maybe you weren't aware of, and it's coming through. This could pertain to a marriage, a friendship, a workplace. Whatever it is, you're breaking free of it. That card, breaking chains. Number 8. Now these cards, they're part of my 888 Oracle deck. Sorry, I don't like it when it's all messy. Maybe you don't like things when they're messy. This may feel messy to you. These cards are part of my 888 Oracle deck. So the 8th of August 2024 adds up to an 8. And I was guided, intuitively guided, to start the illustration process of them last year at the 8-8 portal last year, so that I could use them this year. Maybe there's some information coming out. I don't know where my train of thought was going there. I know where it was going. So the number 8, 2024 is 8. In numerology, the number 8 is karmic cycles coming to an end and abundance coming forward. So the breaking of some sort of contract in your life, spiritual, emotional, physical contract in your life, in order to set you on track to your North Node. I'm going to put that there. There's something here about the number 8. Queen of Wands. Now, in this particular deck, it's a love deck, but I use it for other things. These two individuals need to reveal their truth in order to get their freedom. So once she reveals her truth, she stands on the steps and she waits, and then she's being guided by Why did I say that? She's then guided by God, and the divine rewards come in because she gets that truth. She gets that revelation that allows her to make a decision. We've got the North Node here. Allows you to make a decision as to where you are headed. Your North Node is your point of destiny, the star, your compass, where you are headed. She makes that decision based on, and that's Harriet Tubman, based on that information that came through. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at this Four of Cups. Six of Pentacles. When I think about that Four of Cups, and you're not sitting still enough for that message to come through, the Six of Pentacles is often an imbalance. Nine of Wands. as I was doing this reading, I was trying to light this candle, and I think I used about 5 or 6 matches, and it would light and then it would go out, light and go out, light and go out, light and go out. And finally I got a brand new box of matches and I lit it and it stayed lit. There's something in that message. Knight of Wands is in and out. This message has been trying to get to you, or had been trying to get to you if you've already got this information, and this is confirmation of what you're thinking. This message has been trying to get to you, and you've been put in a spiritual timeout so that you can receive it. Justice. Protection from magistrates. Perhaps this information that's come through will actually aid you in some sort of removal from some sort of contract or chains that you are bound by. Justice is number 11. Justice is Libra. It's also Venus. The Four of Swords is a spiritual timeout. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. Heartbreak about some information that's come forward. And that spiritual timeout. That time to just sit, regather your thoughts and work out where you are headed forward. Four of Swords, that's a spiritual timeout. Jupiter in Libra. Libra is balance. So we've got Libra here. Libra is balance. Jupiter is expansion. That knowledge that comes in, that expands your mind as to, now you've got all the pieces. That's what I feel. You've got all the pieces of the puzzle. Page of Pentacles is the card of the student. Perhaps you were looking for the pieces. And look at this, Empress, wanted slider. Emperor underneath. You're in your power now. The Emperor is Aries and Mars. This is Mars. The Emperor drives the Chariot. Where did we have that before? Here. The Four of Cups. The Moon in Cancer. Cancer is the Chariot. Cancer, the Chariot is information coming forward, or a person coming forward. Information coming forward. The Moon in Cancer. The Moon is what's hidden. But now you have the information. You've had this revelation. Now you have the information. Now the Emperor drives the Chariot. Now that you have the information, because previously you were either not wanting it or you didn't understand the communication that was coming through to you, but now you have the information, you can drive the Chariot. You can break those contracts. This is very cool. Okay, I'm going to just see if there's anything else that wants to come out. Eight of Cups, look at that. That's walking away. Information that you receive that allows you to break those contracts, break those chains and walk away. The light bulb that comes on. The Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. Saturn, I said in the beginning, was a card that was coming through. Saturn is the number 8. Saturn is your karmic lessons. Five of Cups. Allowing you to walk away from these 3 broken cups. 3 of Pentacles, and build a new foundation based on this information, based on this revelation that's come through. Wow, look at that. That's Judgment. Judgment is our resurrection energy. A new beginning for you. Judgment is Pluto. A spiritual earthquake. Some information that's come through. And look, we've got the Ace of Wands. I should have said it in the beginning, because that was what I was getting when the match was being lit and... not the match. When I was lighting the match and I was trying to light the candle and it kept going out. This Ace of Wands always reminds me of a match. The light bulb's on. You've now got the information that you need, or you will be getting it. Let's do one of these. I'm just going to get another. This is my Nodes of Destiny deck. So the North Node is currently in Aries, where you are going. Aries, where you are going. Your point of destiny. We've got the star here. The South Node is in Libra. Your Libra is the relationships that you have with people, with family, with friends, with yourself, more so with external parties, with workplaces, with the social groups that you find yourself in. The South Node is in Libra. The South Node is our comfort zone, what we are walking away from. Breaking chains, these broken contracts. It's been there. The South and North Nodes have been where they are since midway through 2023, and they will be there until January. And those themes of lighting the match and pushing forward to where you need to be and breaking away from people and things that no longer serve you is a big element of the energy at the moment. So let's have a look. South Node in the third house. So we've got a North Node and a South Node. South Node chilling in your third house. Old habits die hard, especially if you've been besties with logic in the past. But hey, it's time to tune into your gut feelings. Who knows, a future in teaching or spreading wisdom could be calling your name. The South Node is your cozy spiritual hangout, letting go of the old to make room for new adventures. That's what you need to do. Let go of the old to make new adventures. Okay, I'm going to get, this is divine messages. Let's see. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors, remain calm at this time. That was me last night, drinking a chamomile tea and having a Panadol because my head hurt. Completion. This is the last phase. The last piece of the puzzle is coming through with this revelation. That epiphany, that aha moment, where you can work back and see how everything happened. Transformation. And what it does is it transforms your opinion on other people, your opinion on yourself, your opinion on where you need to go, this North Node, what you need to leave behind, the South Node, and where you need to go. It's that epiphany. A revelation. Yeah, look at this. This is beautiful. Release and embrace new opportunities. You got to let something go. True love. Maybe you're letting a relationship, 10 of Cups, a relationship go to move towards your true love. That could be a person, but that also could be yourself. Things that you were tied to in the past that you now realize have been chains holding you back. And you're getting a new beginning. Judgment. Judgment is resurrection. Healing and transformation, that is be gentle with yourself. Struggling with personality patterns and a lack of respect. Maybe a lack of respect for yourself. Maybe you're in imbalance, but that can also be relationships that you were in where there was a lack of respect and maybe you weren't aware of it. Maybe you found something out about somebody and you realized that somebody who you thought had your best interests at heart actually didn't. A truth coming to light. Yeah, family, friends, and children. Somebody in your circle you found out some information about. And as I said, this 17 card is the 10 of Swords. Maybe you felt backstabbed. Cut you down to the core. But for me personally, it's better to know that information because now you can free yourself. from the illusion of that person. Full moon in Leo, remember to strut with confidence. It's the secret source to your success. Be confident now that you have that information. And again, we've got that other Capricorn. Get ready, the finish line of a tough cycle is in sight. And on the bottom, new moon vibes in Cancer. Brace yourself from some closure on a personal matter. Wow, that's great. Okay, I'm going to find out what angel, we've got 17 and 44, what angels have been guiding you. Haniel. Joy and divine communication. Divine communication, now this is one of the big guys. Divine communication is revelation. Your angels are talking to you through a bump on the head, and the sun's coming out. 24. Hahua, general protection. This journey that you look at that, can you see the sun coming out? That's beautiful. A divine revelation. The light bulb has come on. Number 31, a lucky bell, acquires knowledge. You've been given a revelation. Aladia, good health helps with anger and rage. You've been given a revelation, as I said, with the Ten of Swords, that's a feeling of being stabbed in the back. So whilst you're being given this information, you're being protected. Divine communication, you've been given the information, you're being protected while you've been given it. You've now got the knowledge, and you've also got somebody working with you, an angel working with you, to help you with the anger that this revelation has caused. Oh my goodness, that is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is perseverance, adversity, conflict, and success, but he wields the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth. A truth has been revealed. How beautiful. Number 5, Mahsia. Now 5 is change, harmony and occult wisdom. Occult wisdom is spiritual knowledge. So whether you're getting the aha epiphany moments through a dream message, a spiritual timeout, through a reading that resonates with you, occult wisdom is gaining information in other ways other than the traditional ways of, a book or, a Google search or, the traditional ways. It's spiritual wisdom. And I don't know whether you heard, but I had an appliance in my kitchen that's just switched off and there's silence. I go back to that listen and silent, are spelt using the same letters. That spiritual timeout that you've been put in so that you can be still, be silent, and get that information. Now, finally, I'm going to use my Scrabble tiles. In here, I've got Scrabble tiles, all the letters of the alphabet. I'm going to give it a shake, see what comes out. It could be your first, middle, last initials, or somebody that you're dealing with, or something else that pertains to this connection. Just going to take those. I don't want too many. Okay, so we've got an S and a 1, a Z and a 10, an R and a 1, a V and a 4, an F and a 4, an N and a 1, a C and a 3, a Y and a 4, lots of 4s. 4, 4, 4, that's protection. An A and a 1, that's Veterans Affairs. A G and a 2, that's God for me. That G1 is God. A U, you have been getting information. And when I've got a Scrabble tile that stands up like this, which is kind of crazy given that I've got lots of cards. It's not a flat surface. There's special meaning in that. An X and an 8. Now this year is the number 8. I was using my 888 activation deck. We have the 6 of Cups, which is information coming from your past. An X. I just heard the time is now. The time is now to make plans based on that information that you have had coming through, that revelation that you've had. It's time to activate your North Node and walk away from your South Node. Finish. It's finished. Seize the day. Maybe, RV, maybe it's time to have a holiday. Give yourself a bit of a break. Maybe you've been working really hard. Okay, that is what I have for you. Thanks so much for joining me for this reading. I hope that there were messages in it for you that have helped in the situation that you are in at the moment. As I said, if you haven't already, please like, share and subscribe. If you want to be notified of future readings, hit the notification bell. If you are interested in any of my tarot or oracle decks, the links to those can be found in the description box. And I'll see you again in another reading.